There's a couple of worrying signs that some people are thinking that they're seeing in the Bitcoin and Litecoin crashing at the moment, going down. And there is an article recently talking about how this has kind of happened every year. If pretty much expect January, February to suck, and if you made your money in December, then well done to you. So I've gone back through some history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the oldest. I can find it on Bitfinex, Bitcoin to the US dollar going on here. So I've got it in each bit here is a week going on. We could squeeze them in a little bit here. So if we start, what month are we going? We'll start off. So here, December 2013. December 2013, we're having a peak of 1,183, and then it crashes hard. And then it crashes even harder. That would be on the 10th of February the next year. So it's gone down to. That can't be right. Is that what it went down to? 98. It went from 1,151 all the way down to here, 96. Ouch. So in 2013, 2014, clearly a serious crash. So that was 2014. Let's see if we go along to 2015. Their December, they were on a bit of a crash all that time. Their December 475 went down to 164 in January there as well. So that's a good, like, you're losing well over half of your value going on there. And then it's just stayed down low. So that's 2015. Where did we get? 2016. Let's see this one as well. 2016. So in November, December of 2015, we're getting about 503. And so 2015 to 2016 didn't have too bad a go. That was a good time, but it did go down to around about 300. So if you bought then 500, the lowest it went down to was 353. So that was probably the most level of that. So 2016. Although on a much shorter time base, start of 2017. It was up at 1,159. It did go down to 1,000, just down to 750. So a bit of a drop going on there, but it recovered pretty fast. And this is where it just started going tits up to here. So here we are at. When you look at this, it doesn't look that bad. So we've gone from here 17,000 down to 10,000. So you're not even losing half of your value. Well, actually, no, sorry. We should go from its maximum, which is 20, down to its lowest, down to under 10. So yeah, you're talking about 50% drop. But we can see that in the past that has happened before. So what to think about this? So in previous times, it has pretty much totally recovered. In the year before that, it's kind of recovered as well, slowly. So yeah, if you're in this for the long game, I wouldn't be too worried. But what I would suspect is that hold on your money until it seems more around like the May, June, July time. That's kind of a good time to sell, because it looks like there's a bit of a drop after that. In previous year, yeah, July, June, high price, and then a good drop going on there. The previous year, let's see, June, July, not huge. Well, yeah, I suppose it went from 300 down to. So I would say the plan is hold on your money until maybe June, July, when it gets to a peak, then sell off, and sell off in June, July, and buy again around about August, September. That seems to be a fairly consistent pattern going on here again. So this one was more June it was up high, and then it really crashed down for September. So if you're in it just now, I would say feel free to be buying some more, and expect to hold on to this until around about June, July time, and then that's a good time to sell. And then buy August, September, and then sell kind of end of November, end of December. It seems like it's following a pattern, and it's a pattern which is potentially um, repetitive because of people using money in a certain way, not because of certain news outlets or anything like that. Like, I think the news and the regulations and the hacks and all that stuff will change the ferocity of how high and how low and how much it bounces. But in terms of general amount of people that are putting their cash in, this flow seems to be fairly common. So I would hold on. I would maybe be buying just now and just watch it slowly creep up until, let's see, until around about June time. I'd be surprised if it gets up to 20,000 again, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets up to about 16,000 again. So if you've got it, if it's at 10, and you can put some money that you don't need until September in, I would say that's probably not a bad idea. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my suspicion, it's my expectation, it's what I'm seeing from previous years. Have a look at them for yourself, uk.tradingview.com, and you can do your own analysis. But definitely seems like June, July, it reaches a peak, comes down, and then there's another peak November, December. So just now we are in the trough, which has happened in lots of previous years going on. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Cheers. Bye-bye.